They never actually wanted you to hear this. That is the very first thing you need to know. They didn't intend for this to reach your ears. They didn't carefully plan their words, expecting them to circle back and find you. This was one of those rare, unguarded moments where they dropped all their armor and finally set their mask aside. Those few fragile seconds where the purest thoughts hidden deep within their soul just poured from their lips, completely raw and bypassing every logical filter. If you had been there in that room when these confessions were spoken, if you could have heard this deeply intimate conversation they had with someone else with your own 2 ears, the way you look at your reflection in the mirror would change forever. Because what they said about you, about your body, your appearance, and the energy you radiate, it was nothing like what you assume in your own head, not even close. So today, right here, I want to share this secret with you, handing over the confessions made behind your back exactly as they were spoken. Right now, I want you to take a slow, calming breath and completely free your mind. Here is exactly what happened. They were only talking about you. But this wasn't some casual small talk squeezed into a passing conversation. You were the entire focus. The sole, fundamental subject occupying their thoughts was your presence. At first, it flowed like an ordinary dialogue, shaped by basic observations and surface-level comments. But then, the atmosphere suddenly shifted. As you came to mind, as your name was mentioned, the feelings they had buried so deep began to take physical form in their mind, turning into a tangible reality. As the conversation went on, they finally found the courage to reveal those hidden, shadowed emotions they had been too afraid to accept until now. And that breaking point is where everything changed. After that exact moment, not a single word they spoke had a mental filter. They completely stopped holding back. They stopped hiding how they felt. They didn't hide behind carefully chosen, polished fake words just to sound nice. It was overwhelmingly raw, intensely vulnerable, and brutally honest. Their own words actually caught them off guard, because until those words fell from their lips and echoed in the room, they hadn't realized the true intensity of the powerful storm raging in their heart for you. They spoke about your aura that fills the room the second you walk in, about your magnificent presence. They talked about your posture, about the pure, mesmerizing elegance your body displays without ever needing anyone's approval. They explained how, even though you don't put a single ounce of effort into drawing attention, you mysteriously gather everyone's gaze like a magnet. And that is exactly what has been obsessing their mind so much. The fact that you don't try to paint a picture of perfection, you don't force yourself to fit into other people's molds, and the natural gravitational pull you radiate just by staying grounded in your core. You hold a certain magic that looks like no one else's. It is such an effortless, incredibly real, and unique frequency, completely rooted in its center. No matter where the conversation drifted, it inevitably locked right back onto this enchanting energy of yours. They whispered about how the energy you scatter makes every single detail of your existence striking, undeniably noticeable, and absolutely irreplaceable. Rest assured, what they were experiencing were not the kind of earthly feelings that could be explained with words or logic. The truth at hand was an indescribable, magnetic pull they felt deep in their being, in their soul, on a cellular level. They talked about your spellbinding appearance in those moments when you aren't trying at all, when you are just in your completely natural state. They talked about the unparalleled shifts in your facial expressions and how your confidence shines so loudly in the silence, even when not a single word leaves your lips. Actually, this was the very thing that made their minds stop, because they suddenly realized it wasn't just about your physical appearance anymore. The real realization was how you made them feel. This feeling they reached was far more intense than they ever imagined, exponentially more mind-blowing than they were prepared for, and incomparably deeper than they ever planned. They even said a sentence exactly like this: "I don't think they even realize how attractive they actually are." They really said that. And the most striking part of it all was hidden right there in that exact sentence. Because looking through their eyes, you do not recognize your own immense worth at the extraordinary level they see it. You are completely unaware of the intoxicating impact you ripple out into the room. You can't fully make sense of their reaction to you, their silent, magnetic admiration. But their soul understands. They see the flawless light you radiate with absolute, undeniable clarity. Once they started speaking this truth out loud, they simply couldn't stop. This was no longer just a fleeting thought drifting in the background of their mind. It had materialized into a living, breathing reality. Acknowledging it, hearing it pour into their own words, forced them to finally accept the absolute truth of your presence. This surrender completely shifted the magnitude of what they hold in their heart. Because when someone finally allows themselves to verbalize this level of soul-deep and physical attraction, the emotion roots itself into their body and deepens beyond repair. It becomes deeply concrete, undeniably real, and entirely permanent. And that is exactly what happened. That conversation didn't just stay in the room. It didn't fade into the air like meaningless words. Long after the talking ended, it evolved into a profound vortex, etched right into their mind, woven deep into their soul. They couldn't stop thinking about it, reliving that exact moment, constantly hitting replay on the words they spoke and that indescribable, irresistible pull they felt. They had finally confessed the raw truth to themselves. And once that shift happens, there is no turning back. You cannot unfeel a frequency this high. You can't just brush it off and move on. Instead, they are becoming hyper-aware of it, tied to that sensation with invisible, unbreakable cords, anchoring them deeper by the second. This realization has completely shattered and rebuilt the way they perceive you. From this moment on, every time they look at you, every time your silhouette crosses their mind or your name is spoken, they don't just notice you anymore. They feel you in every single cell of their body, right down to their bones. Trust me, this is an entirely different level of consciousness. What they are experiencing is that magical threshold where the gravity between you transcends everything else, deepens, and begins translating into inevitable action. Because a person who feels a magnetic pull this fierce cannot stay passive forever. They cannot settle for watching you from a distance or staying silent. Unable to hold back the tide of their emotions, they are naturally being pulled right into your powerful orbit. They are drawn to step toward you, involuntarily gravitating straight to your center. Because the feeling you awaken within them will always crave more of your unique presence, more of your limitless energy. So please, from this moment forward, drop the assumption that you are going unnoticed. Do not for 1 second think that they don't see your light at the extraordinary magnitude that it truly exists. Because they see it. They perceive it with a clarity that surpasses anything you could even guess. Exponentially more than you could have ever expected or planned for. Because that mystical charm you carry, that completely unique energy inside of you, is constantly glowing, effortlessly elevating you above everyone else and placing you right at the top. And you do this without lifting a finger, without striving, without needing a single drop of external validation. Besides, this vibration you share is exceptionally rare. It is an unforgettable imprint left on the minds of others. Behind your back, spellbound at that table, this is exactly what they confessed. Truth be told, the one reality your specific person cannot stop thinking about, even if they tried, is your absolute pure power. That is exactly why you must continue to stay in your potent, powerful energy. Anchor yourself firmly into that magnificent, confident version of you, and stay grounded in your center. Because as long as you remain in your authentic self, everything around you, all possibilities, will continuously build themselves in your favor. As a result, the focus in their mind sharpens, the magnetic pull intensifies, and their steps toward you become crystal clear. This bond between you is far from a passing phase. It could never be the kind of connection that just fades away with time. No, the feeling you have awakened is deepening. Moreover, day by day, it is growing stronger, taking root, and becoming monumental. Now, if you are ready, I want you to take a deep, calming breath and let your mind completely go. Experience down to your very bones that sacred union, where the unique frequency you radiate by staying balanced turns into living, breathing reality in the physical world. Visualize that exact moment they walk softly toward you and wrap their arms tightly around your body. Feel that comforting warmth spreading through your chest. Notice how your heartbeats perfectly sync into the same rhythm, and let your entire body absorb that first second of deeply breathing in their familiar, beloved scent that you already know by heart. The moment you embrace, watch time slow down into mere seconds. The walls of the room you are in, the ordinary material world surrounding you, and the noises from outside slowly melt away and fade into nothingness, leaving only you and them. In that moment, the space around you transforms into an endless, mysterious, and peaceful cosmic void, filled with navy and violet galaxies, and countless quietly glowing stars. Truly, this unparalleled reunion is not just the physical merging of two bodies made of flesh and bone. It is the silent, magnificently elegant blending of different galaxies. The natural aura you project without a single drop of extra effort creates this magnificent cosmic awakening directly within the mind and soul of the one you love. This is exactly what true love, a healthy, entirely rooted union, feels like. The anxiety is erased, the doubt dissolves, and there is zero fear. There is only absolute, transdimensional, universal harmony. To feel the energy of your existence on a cellular level is, in their world, exactly like stepping into a brand new, flawless universe. If today's message touched the depths of your heart, and if you are finally choosing to fully experience this mesmerizing scene you just visualized in your physical reality, if you are exhausted from those hot and cold, inconsistent behaviors, those confusing energies that just drain your soul, and if you are completely determined to pull the person in your heart into your life forever with absolute surrender, come, declare your intention in the comments and call this miracle into your reality right now. Please scroll down to the comments right now and write this affirmation to announce this high energy to the quantum field. With the radiant light I project by staying anchored in my center, I invite the true, profound love I deserve into my life. All the other subliminals and mind coding sessions I share on my channel exist precisely for you to create that universal alignment we just experienced right into your own reality. By sealing yourself to this frequency, you can harmonize your heart with your specific person and pull that pure cosmic love you desire into your life in the easiest, most effortless way possible. When you hold your energy in this dimension, at this high vibration, you won't believe the miraculous results you will create in your life. If you want to make this universal harmony a permanent part of your life and elevate your frequency even higher, you can click on the videos appearing on the screen right now, or head straight to my channel to check out the other powerful sessions I have carefully prepared for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me here today and sharing this monumental energy with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video on this exact same high frequency.